I never imagined my life would reach a point like this. I was an ordinary woman with simple dreams. A home filled with love, trust, and sacrifice. I loved my husband with all my heart. I turned his dreams into my own. I accepted his anger as love. I tolerated his silence. I believed this was what marriage meant. Over time, he began to change. Words became fewer. Distances grew longer. He was always busy. His phone never left his hand. He smiled, but never for me. I stopped asking questions, because every answer hurt. One day, he said he was going on a trip. I asked why. He said it was work. I believed him. Because wives usually do. After he left, the house became silent. That silence started eating me alive. Nights felt endless. Sleep abandoned my eyes. I tried to stay strong. I tried to calm myself. I pretended everything was fine. But something inside me was breaking. Days passed slowly. No calls, no messages. That's when doubt entered my heart. My heart whispered that something was wrong. My mind told me to be patient. I chose patience. I chose waiting. I counted the days for his return. And then the day arrived. I heard footsteps at the door. My heart started pounding. But the scene was nothing like I imagined. He didn't return alone. A woman stood beside him. Her family was with her. They were all smiling. They looked happy. And me? I stood there like a stranger. He looked at me as if I didn't matter. In that moment, I understood everything. His trip wasn't just a trip. He had taken love away and brought betrayal back. I didn't ask questions. The answers were already in front of me. I didn't scream. My heart was too tired for that. He walked inside. He looked around the house, like it still belonged to him. But he didn't know. I had changed. The day he left, I made a decision. I wouldn't break anymore. I contacted a lawyer. I'd prepared the paperwork. The house was in my name, built with my efforts, decorated with my sacrifices. I had sold the house. Quietly. He asked, "What is this?" I replied, "The truth." He got angry. He blamed me, but my tears were already gone. I told him, "When you left, I was alone. When you returned, I was free." He shouted. I stayed silent, because silence is stronger than shouting. I never imagined my life would reach a point like this. I was an ordinary woman with simple dreams. But she didn't know. I had already won by letting go. I closed the doors of that house. Forever. That house became a memory, a lesson, a story, an ending. I bought a new home. Smaller, but peaceful. Where there were no lies, no betrayal. I rediscovered myself. I learned to love myself again. I forgave myself, because that's the hardest part. With time, wounds healed, but scars remained. Sometimes he sends messages, apologizing, but it's too late. Because respect doesn't return. Broken trust never fully heals. I forgave him, but I didn't take him back. Forgiveness isn't weakness. Going back is. I chose to move forward. People say I took a big step. I say I saved myself, because no woman's patience is endless. Every tear has a limit. I refused to cross mine. I took my life back. I protected my dignity. Today I'm alone, but not worthless. Silent, but not weak, I have learned. Love cannot be begged for. Loyalty cannot be forced. Self-respect is priceless. If that day hadn't come, I would still be living in darkness. Today I live in light. With my truth. With my identity. This story isn't just mine. It belongs to every woman who suffers in silence, but one day decides enough. I didn't seek revenge. One chose myself. And that is the greatest victory. That house belongs to someone else now. But my peace belongs to me. I sleep peacefully at night, without fear, without waiting, without lies. I've learned this truth. When someone leaves, don't beg them to stay. Save yourself instead. My story doesn't end here. This is where it begins. I learned to live again. I learned to smile again. I looked at myself in the mirror and smiled. Because I wasn't broken. I was becoming strong. That day I realized, when a woman decides, no one can stop her. I wrote my own ending. Without noise. Without blame. Without screaming. Just quiet strength. And that became my identity. Even if he returns again, the door will not open. Some doors close forever. Some lessons stay for life. I sold the house. But not myself. I left the relationship. Not my dignity. I held back my tears. Not my courage. Today, I am free. Strong. Complete. And that is the true ending. A woman's victory. Born after loss. Built in silence. Lived with dignity. If you're reading this, remember, you are strong too. You can decide too. You can save yourself. Because silence isn't weakness. It's a boundary. And when boundaries are crossed, decisions must be made. I made mine. And I have no regrets. Because after losing myself, I found myself again. This story isn't just an ending. It's a message. For every broken woman, you are not alone. Your silence is heard. Your pain is understood. Your strength is seen. Believe in yourself. Because when a woman rises, stories change. Endings change. And the world watches. I sold the house. But I bought self-respect. I left the relationship, but gained peace. I gave tears and received strength. That is my real success. Today, my head is held high. No fear in my eyes. Peace in my heart. And that is enough. More than enough. Every woman deserves happiness. Every woman deserves respect. Every woman deserves dignity. This story teaches one thing. Never sell yourself. Even if you must sell a house. Even if you must leave relationships. Because in the end, you remain with yourself. And you are enough.